What are your guys' reasons for going carnivore? Health, performance, look, or any other things?
Good question.
What's
Good
it for you,
question. I like
Mark?
this question.
Very
Good
good
question.
question.
I like this question.
Who wants to start?
Okay, I'll start. So the reason why I done it is pretty much because of my age, and because of what I've done in the past. I've bombarded with my body with tons of crap over the years. I'm in my 40s now. I want to remain training now for the next 30 or 40 years. I feel really, really good. Got a good life. I've got a good life with my family. I love what I do. I love waking up every morning feeling really, really good. I never want to go back to the old ways again of me staying in bed and being. I've never been in that situation where I did stay in bed, but from what I've seen with people that I work with, they struggle to get up out of bed. They struggle to have any energy. Whereas I'm the opposite. I'm up every day. I feel really, really good. I'm listening to my body. Honestly, I've never felt great. I've never felt better. My workouts are getting better. Just overall health's getting so much better. I get my blood markers done every few weeks. They're absolutely perfect. So why wouldn't I not do this for the rest of my life? I just don't see any reason why I would want to stop. I feel really, really good.
Awesome. What about you, Jonathan? I'll wrap up after you.
Yeah, sure. So, the main thing for me was I'm trying to look back now and think why I started it. I did a video titled "My 3 Year Carnivore Journey." If you want to get more detail, but it's a mixture of all three of those things. Basically, wanted to maintain a good physique without all the stress or damage to my body, like Mark just outlined. So it's kind of a mixture of all three. So it's like, how am I going to get a better body, enjoy my training, train harder, whilst maintaining the best health status? And the carnivore diet seemed to align with all those three things. So that was basically it. Lots of different health issues and ailments over the last few years. Many, many, many of them. People look at me and they see a big, 250-pound guy or whatever, 245. And they're like, oh yeah, this guy's got it easy, but they don't see the full picture. You guys both know my struggles physically, mentally, but what I've managed to overcome in that time, in spite of different issues I've had, is, in my opinion, when I look back at my former self, it's tremendous, and I'm glad other people get the same opportunity to experience the benefits I do. I know Colt's experiencing the same thing. I know Mark's certainly going to experience the same thing as time progresses, and he's definitely experiencing it now. So brilliant. Where are you, Colt?
Yeah, good stuff. And I'm going to answer that question. Thanks, Jonathan. And I just want to piggyback and a little bit off kind of where you're going with that. That's a super powerful transformation, a testimonial too, by the way. But my son, I've noticed that the more we've been reducing oxalates and reducing it and reducing anything that his body doesn't 100% need, that's really not 100% carnivore. Cognitively, he's coming a long way now. I've noticed a very sharp, very acute, very direct correlation to where anytime he consumes to where he consumes carbs specifically, but even anything high oxalate, he gets pretty dysregulated, and so I notice it night and day. And so I think there's a lot of people, maybe like yourself, maybe like my son, that are particularly sensitive to it. And I think I'm somewhere in that category too. So anyway, I guess I just wanted to segue from there into, my reason to come into the carnivore diet in the first place was a combination of everything, really. It really was. But coming from a past with quite a bit of an eating disorder and needing some way to be able to nail it down and have something consistent that I could stick with. I do great with rules, following rules. And so actually having an elimination diet just in general for me gave me some more structure around it. But what I did notice after my first 8 bodybuilding shows was that whenever I did a depletion day or a keto day, I felt a lot better, and my brain power was better, and especially even intermittent fasting with carbs in my diet. I never checked, but I was probably in ketosis at the tail end of the fast, quite frequently then, and I really just enjoyed how I felt when I was fasted. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? I think it's just carbs and plants. whenever I'm eating carbs and plants, I'm, you know, I can be fed, but have meat in my belly and still feel great and still have my same focus and everything. But I feel like my whole body changing and physiology changing whenever I consume anything that's not meat, and when I get out of that fasted state too. So anyway, yeah, that, and then definitely the looks. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I read Robert Sykes's book, his first book, not the new one. The new one's like a million times better. That's the one that you just bought, Mark. But Robert's original book kind of casted a vision that it was possible to maintain a decent physique year round a lot easier on a ketogenic diet. And so I was like, wow, okay, well, that sold me on ketogenic bodybuilding. And so I got into ketogenic bodybuilding first. And I was even kind of calling myself a carnivore for a while, because I was 95% carnivore, which is pretty much where I'm at now. You know, I'm 100% carnivore minus a keto brick, which is basically carnivore, and you know, and a handful of supplements that are still kind of important to me. But that last change has been, I think, where I've seen the majority of the results. It's weird when you make that step from keto to carnivore. It feels like you're only changing 5% of your diet, and really that's pretty much all you're doing. But that 5%, you get 100% better results off of it. A lot of things change when you keto to carnivore.
Yeah, it's the last 5% for a lot of people that makes all the difference. You know, if you've got any kind of tendency towards any kind of cognitive disease state, you know, it's like ADHD, autism, anything like that, that could be it. That makes the big difference, you know, for a lot of people, I think.
I think it's
very well said.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of heavy metal buildup and heavy metal toxicity, and so I think that's the you know, the culprit that causes a lot of those cognitive issues in the first place. And I think that the carnivore diet is, I mean, so far for us, we're noticing it to be definitely a step in the right direction that way.
Yeah.